Easter Monday, because I didn't even know we had an Easter Monday. There's something new.
Yeah, that's new for me, but it was all well, man. I just barbecue with the family and just relax, man. Just took a chill.
No doubt, no doubt. Yeah, because I was like, damn, I was trying to think. I said, not to tell my age, I don't ever remember a Easter Monday. I remember Easter Sunday. And you're
Yeah,
back to work that Monday.
right. Yeah, I never heard of an Easter Monday.
Oh, most definitely. So, man, like I said, I've been watching some of your creations for a minute. Um, let's begin with Power and Money
Okay.
because you was in that movie, if I'm correct.
Yes, sir.
You was the little brother. Am
Yes,
I
I was.
correct?
Yes,
No doubt. So tell me what you like better, directing or acting?
I like directing better.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
I did the acting thing just so I can help it better me as a director.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it's kind of same thing with the porn industry because me being behind the camera helped me as a male talent in front of the camera, and vice versa. It showed me how to film the angles and what me as a male talent what I need to think about when I'm in front of the camera.
Right.
Period. And vice versa, me being a male talent, what I need to look for when I'm behind the camera. So tell me about your experience being in front of the camera for that movie, because that movie was real good and stuff. How much of it did you put from personal experience you put into that character?
Um, a personal experience. I put a lot. I put a lot because growing up where I come from, in Detroit, that's pretty much all we know. All we know is the streets. So,
Hmm.
and then I've encountered a lot of people who were oblivious to the streets but got introduced to the streets. Then they turned into a whole nother situation. Like my cousin, for instance.
Hmm.
Kind of, I wrote the story, and kind of
Hmm.
like that instance. My cousin was a very talented person. Like he was like scouted by the Tigers, and he was just like a college kid. But he came back to the city. He turned into this. He turned into something totally different. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
and that was part of my life experience.
Yeah, because it was crazy. Like what I liked about it was that it showed a lot of character development, especially your character. That when he got around his brother kind of made the monster that he became,
Right.
and everything. And when you got the script, what made you decide to be in the movie versus just being the director?
Well,
Because I'm pretty sure you directed as well as acted.
yeah, I did both. So basically, I was when I had the script and I told the team, I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna play the Rocky character in the movie or
Hmm.
whatever. But I was joking. And
Hmm.
then when I came back, I was trying to back out, and they was like, "No, you already said you're gonna do it, so that's your job. That's you're gonna play this kid." So me being
Yeah,
a
you
jokester
played it
got me.
well too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You played it very well, bro.
Oh,
Very well.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, because even the point that I saw Fat Boy was in the movie with y'all. We
Hmm.
have remember him from him blowing up with TikTok. He played a very good role and everything. And like I said, with your movies, it's like a lot of y'all I could tell has been in the streets. So y'all bringing your experience from being in the streets to the movie screen. How much have that changed people's lives? Because a lot of times, a lot of people get stuck in the streets, you know,
I
and a
can
lot of y'all have made the transition out of it.
I can honestly say this saved my life.
Hmm.
Film, just cinematography and things like that. And I can name, and I know a few other people that it pulled us all away from the streets because the streets, everybody know the answer to that. It's only two ways up out of it. It's either dead or in jail. So it's like by me being able to get into the industry, I feel like it saved my life because it showed me that the world was bigger than what I was doing.
Mm. Yes, bro. Because I'm just gonna say this now. Detroit has become the mecca for independent filming.
Uh,
Everyone talk about Atlanta being Black Hollywood. No, it's fucking Detroit, dog. Y'all got too much shit coming out, bro. I'm
yeah,
like, y'all got shit on lock, man. Straight up,
I'm dropping another one in June. So
man. I mean, how quick y'all be turning these movies out, man? Cause y'all be turning them out quick, bro.
well, I mean,
Quick.
For me, it probably takes 6 months to a year for me to drop one of my own. But
Hmm.
there's other people that actually work faster than me, and they turn it around 3-4 months. They drop it. I mean, at the end of the day, we can't keep up with the supply and demand of the content. Everybody knows content is king. So people
Yes.
keep up with that supply and demand. You're not going to be able to. So me, I'm very big on quality over quantity.
Oh, most definitely. Y'all be putting out some quality. So give me 1 second. Hello, smokers, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge. We got something special for you today. I'm your host, Kavanaugh, the Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links at allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Let me tell you about 4 sponsors that we are glad to boast about. The first one being the Facebook, the LS community, lsworld.com. Next up, the highest adult magazine in the game, eroticismmagazine.com. Next up after that, black owned, 90% profit for you content creators and for you consumers. Triple S content, a new place for you consume that. We're talking about excitebunny.com. Last but not least, award winning, award nominated. We're talking about smut with some voiceover, and they even have a BR section. Shouts out to my man, the cinematographer, and they're also black owned. I'm talking about blusherotica.com. Proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. So go over to shopgwdistrict.com and get some shopping done and buy from over 500 black owned retailers, shops, and boutiques. Also, 5 days a week in the morning, you can wake and bake with me and the industry's finest at fullyswapradio.com. Also, check me out on skyhawkafterdarktv.com as well as the BGP LLC app. Now, I know I'm about to blow his head up, but I'm here with the Spike Lee of the Detroit independent film community. This man done put out a lot of movies, and he's one of the guys that I can sit here and call Mr. Tubi. And y'all need to check him out. His acting skills in Power and Money, because the motherfucker put it down out this. But he need to act just as much as he direct. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Tell everybody who you is, brother.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, director Beasy Jones.
Yes, sir. And he's a beast with it, bro. And let's begin here because I watched Circumstance 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First of all, shout out to Demetrius Henry Harvey. I think that's his name.
Yeah,
Love.
Demar's Harvey.
Yes, Demar. Dude is bad.
Yeah,
Dude is bad, yo. I've seen him in a lot of movies, and he can play anything. Period. And I know that the lady that from Plush Entertainment said he's one of the in her opinion the number one guy in Detroit. I damn near say that too. With Murder Pain right behind him. How was it working with him?
it's always a pleasure working with Demar's, man. Like me and Demar's pretty much started alongside each other in the game. Like like with
Mm-hmm.
circumstance, of course. Like I introduced him to Swift, and
Mm-hmm.
then we just took off running. And I mean, he just been in a plethora of movies from. Man, I can't keep counting how many movies he's in. So
that dude got a motherfucking a discography that's off the chain, bro. For real.
he definitely,
And
man, he definitely doing a good job. I salute the brother, man. Like I said, I've been knowing him for a very long time, and yeah, I'm just gonna give him his flowers while I can.
yeah, he damn sure deserve it. I've tried to hit him up to try to get him on the show. It's hard to catch some of y'all.
He's smooth. He's
And I
smooth.
also recently did a top 5 of Tubi of I felt was one of some of the best female actors on there. Crystal Dahl, I named her, as well as Kiva, who is one of the lead actresses going to, which I saw her recently in Queens of Kings. Man, she played gangster very well.
Okay.
Or whatever. And of course, Mina Monroe, I remember her back in the day when I was doing the BCB Street Team. I had, ran across her and we had chit chatted a little bit. And it just amazed me how much she has grown or what have you.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, she's a beast with it. So let's talk about circumstances, man, because I see that y'all are right now making universes.
Mm-hmm.
Similar to that or with the Power universe. And the question I have to ask is what made, because in Circumstances 1 at the end of it, it seemed like the guy got caught, but then y'all came back with Circumstances 2 and it was a dream sequence. What made y'all decide to go that route for the beginning of Circumstances 2 instead of having him coming in with him being behind bars already?
Well, see, a lot of people don't know with the Circumstances series. It was actually a book series already. So a
Mm,
lot of the tale was already in the book already. And then
okay.
it was a book called Motivation that was written by Swift Sloan. And I guess that when we did part two, he just felt like he didn't want Keyshawn to go to jail. So he was like,
Mm.
they played it as a whole dream sequence, and then and played off of that way.
Yeah, because I even like the fact that now what was also was crazy circumstances for was that Joy killed off the FBI, the head of the FBI, early in the movie. Um,
Bender.
yeah, Bender, and the twist was that God, what's his name, Bones was the mastermind behind all of this. Period. He been, and the question was, why did they leave? Did they purposely leave the character that Morris was playing as the fall guy so everybody can go after him? That was the plan of Bender, or
Yes,
that was the plan of Bones?
and just to turn it all on one person.
Yeah, yeah, because I found that was an interesting twist. That which I kind of figured it might have been Bender, but the twist was that it was one of the guys that was with the main characters. You get what I'm saying? Which was kind of crazy. And the fact that Bones didn't want to be he didn't want to be the front guy. He wanted to be the guy in the background, even though he was the head guy. Was that part of the book or was that something that y'all put in yourselves?
We actually, part four was never a book. Part four was
Okay.
strictly off of the other parts of the series. And since that we what happened in all the other two, the other three, I should say, we had to figure out how to do it. And since Bone has been in every movie from part one to all the way to part four, he always played the background. So it was just
Hmm.
a good idea to bring that to the forefront, and it made sense.
Yeah. Because it was just crazy. 'Cause I was like, wait a second, I'm thinking it's all Bender. And then he goes see Bone and Bone murked him off. I said, well, damn. So how did y'all get Hoops? Because Hoops very surprised me. I didn't realize how great of an actress she was.
Oh, Hoops! Hoops is from Detroit.
Word. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I'm talking about. And I saw you had an OG in there with Glenn.
OG Bobby Johnson, yeah, Glenn Plummer, yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, he was
I was like, no, they didn't get
great.
OG Bobby Johnson.
Yeah, oh, Glenn Plummer, man, he's excellent to work with.
Yeah, because I was a little disappointed that he was only in the movie just for a little bit. 'Cause I wanted to see more of his character.
Right,
And I like the fact that he was the father-in-law to the wife of the assassin. And I
right.
like the way that y'all really gave us a backstory for the assassin as well as character development with the assassin.
Right.
Period. So how much of this did you have a hand in creating this movie as far as writing and all that?
I can't take any credit on none of the writing. Swift has he has his writers that had created it. Me, I was just the director, and I just made sure the story was told the way it was written.
Mm, that is what I'm talking about. And then also the other one that I saw, which I also like Damaris in, was Unfair Exchange, which actually started a whole conversation for me in another episode.
Unfair Exchange is a little different. It was, you can consider it almost like an erotic type thriller.
Yeah, because it was crazy that he literally wanted dude to test his wife, which was crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't
but
necessarily get to see the end of it, but like I said, but it was just because I didn't get a chance to. But it was like I saw enough of it. I was like, whoa! It was like that's kind of crazy because I'm thinking it happened organically, but when him and his boys working out, his boy just kept asking, "Do you trust her? Do you trust her?" And he gave him the green light or what have you. So when you get the scripts,
mhm.
what? How do you go into your thought process of how you're going to shoot it? And bring forth this vision to film.
Well, like I said, I read the story two or three times, and by me, well, what Unfair Exchange was pretty fun because it was something new and something different. I don't know. I just got this thing to where when I read it, I can visualize it. So I kind of
Mm,
already know. And I put it down on paper, and I create a shot list and storyboard, things like that to help me with my vision. Because like when I read it, I actually see the actual story being told in my head. So that's one thing that I do, like if I can't sit here and visualize what the story is telling, I'm probably going to turn the job down because I can't see it visually in my head. It's just something that's just part of my thought process, I guess. You know, it's one of those things that you get a gift. I think my gift is just seeing what's on paper in my head and turn it into a movie before I even shoot it.
Yeah, because it's like when I look at y'all the movies or what have you, especially ones that you have done, um, it seems y'all make it a certain type of authenticity. You
Mm-hmm.
know, period. It gives us an outside look on what Detroit is like. You know, because a lot of people don't associate Detroit with film. You feel what I'm coming from?
Yeah, that
You
was
know,
just that's with gangster stuff. Yeah, I know. And just to
yeah.
clarify too, I directed Circumstances 1 through 4 and all those. Those movies were actually shot in Milwaukee. Those are Milwaukee-based movies.
Okay. Oh, see what I'm saying? The Midwest, y'all got it popping, man. God dang.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like when you come to shoot movies, because it's a little different than so my smokers can understand. It's different than shooting porn. It's way more complicated because you got to find the places to bring forth the vision from whether it's a grocery store or a street or a club, strip club, and stuff of that nature. How do y'all go about securing these places?
I guess I mean it kind of tells from the script. I mean, like honestly, I'm not scared to go talk to nobody first and foremost. And by us building up what we're building, people are recognizing the fact that we are building something bigger in Detroit, and they want us to be in their locations. They want the promotion because all it is marketing. You know what I mean? It's just another
Hmm.
marketing. So you say yes, y'all can film there as long as you show my sign. That's free advertisement. You know what I mean? Because we're
Hmm.
seen by millions of people.
Yeah, because it's like I be seeing, clothing lines in there. Um, and definitely I know the strip club owners don't mind y'all coming in there. 'Cause I know that brings them a lot of
Uh,
attention.
yeah, they don't mind at all.
So how much are you a part of picking the actors for the roles?
Well, when I on my movies, I'm very much hands on with that. Like, cause I have a certain look and certain type of dynamic that I want my actor to have pertaining to whatever role it is. So I'm like almost 100% hands on with that. Like, I don't nobody get casted unless I see it or know what they're doing.
Hmm. So for you, it's like, how can I put this? So when you look at the script, is it that you have a vision of what that character going to look like, be like, and then it's just you fitting the real person to the character?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's just like, if you got like a character that's just clean cut and just, can wear like a ghost type vibe where they got to have a suit. Like everybody don't look good in a suit, so you got to find the one.
Hmm.
And then you got to also think of it like this. You got to think of a marketing strategy when you thinking of some of these characters. Like with same thing with women. Women are eye candy for men, but men are eye candy
Hmm.
for women. So you got to try to sell that sex appeal on both sides.
Yeah, because I was watching one of the movies, and when I went to yours, I guess, Diesel. My wife loved the shit out of Diesel.
Oh yeah,
He's
that's
a
my guy.
beast. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Diesel's a beast, man. It's like I'm very surprised that some of these guys ain't made to the big screen. I know that Gravy has, he did Biggie and
Yeah.
everything, and he's very good and everything. And he was in the street. He seemed like he was in the streets as well. That it seemed like acting saved him also.
Yeah. Gravy, that's my guy. I worked with him like sheesh, at least ten films now.
Yeah, 'cause I remember him on Narc, and Narc was good as shit, yo.
Oh yeah. He was definitely a narc. That's my guy. Like I met Gravy on the set of Circumstances too.
Hmm.
And then ever since then,
Yeah,
like we've been in a lot. We done worked a lot. At least 10 films right now.
yeah, because I love his role as Tejado. He played crazy very well. Period. So like for example, like when it comes to budget, how much when they give y'all the budget, how do y'all come to what is needed? You know what I'm saying? Because of course every movie gets a budget. on what they can
Right.
spend as far as paying the actors, plus, equipment and all that good stuff. How do y'all, go through, figure out what's needed, what's not, and all that good stuff?
I mean, it's all entailed into the script. I mean, the script tells all. Like, you got to figure out. First and foremost is, like, by us being independent, we have to see, are we going to bring in our marketing strategy, which will be a name like a Gravy, or or somebody from the C or D list actors. So we
Hmm.
got to figure out what that budget will be, on top of food, of the other actors, daily rates, and then you got crew and stuff like that. So off rip, the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna put down your crew. That's
Hmm.
the very first thing you got to do. You got to figure out your budget, and then you got to figure out what's going to the crew, because you can't make it happen without them.
Most definitely. So, what do your crew entail as far as when you filming a movie?
Mhm.
What is your crew?
We got the director of photography. We have an AD. We have my grip, my gaffer, sound. Then now I'm to the point now I shoot two cameras, so I definitely hire a couple of cam ops.
Hmm.
Someone just to, and then ACs, assistant cameras. Those are the ones who's pulling focus and things of that nature. Then you got a bunch of PAs running around. You got your producers running around. You got people like that, like line producers or etc. The people that are making those runs or making those calls or locking these locations. And then you got your executive producers, which don't do much, but they're there.
Oh yeah, and the interesting part too is that y'all special effects is pretty good, especially with the gun wounds and stuff like that and everything. Because I've seen some movies where the shit just didn't just look fake as fuck. You know, y'all shit look legit. Like if the back of his head got blown out, it got blown out. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So go
some,
ahead.
but I look at it like, I know some people don't do it. It's because some people either don't know, or that their budget just couldn't handle it, and they just try to figure a workaround.
Mhm. Yeah, because it's kind of to me that what makes the difference. Like just like in the movie we were just talking about, Power and Money, with Mirror the kill scenes, they look legit. They look real.
Hmm.
And it played to the imagery of the movie. Period, as well as even the storyline. And I also see that y'all make it a point to not make us hate the character, but kind of understand why the character is doing what he's doing. Because y'all very good at character development. Is that something that y'all take into account when y'all are coming up with shooting it or what have you? That you want the people to feel the pain of the character, even though he might be the villain, we might be a little sympathetic to his situation.
Right. But see, and that's the thing with us. Like, we are what you consider, like, we do a lot of street movies, right? And we
Yeah.
understand everybody in the street is not a bad person. So it's
Mm,
like, tell the story, make you fall in love with this street guy, even though he's doing wrong, but he's still a human being. So
mm,
basically, what that's called, we're humanizing the actual character and making the
mm,
audience not, they let go the fact that, oh, he's a killer, or he sells a lot of drugs.
mm.
We there's one thing that we add. Oh, he might have a kid, or he loves his mother. We just let them know, like, this is real life. This really happens.
Yeah, because even with power, power, money and power, at the beginning of it, you had the scene where the father confronted the mother. And the mother wanted to leave with both boys. He said, "Nah, you," and pulled out the gun. You feel me? And she took you, and he kept the other one. You know what I'm saying? And then it showed, you dealt with the mother and the mother passed away. Now you got to go find the father. So it kind of gave us already a sympathy for your character walking into the movie. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. You already
Yeah.
love me because I'm going through something.
Yeah. So then when you did turn, it's kind of understandable why you turned. Because, it made you think, okay, what if he didn't go that route? He might have been something different, period, and everything. So it's kind of like with y'all, um, it's kind of like you don't make good guys and bad guys. You make people. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Versus what the big movies do. The big movies give us a distinct bad guy and a good guy. Versus with y'all, it's more of they're a good guy that can be bad, they're a bad guy that can be be good. Does that you think that makes your movies more relatable than some of the movies that's coming out?
I do. Because like you got to think, the industry don't really make movies for the ghetto.
True that.
They make movies for for the masses, of course, but their storylines are not for the people in the hood. So we're just giving the hood a voice.
Hmm. Yeah, because I was saying this before, even with porn, we make porn through the white man's eyes, not through our eyes. How important is it for us as black people, people of color, to tell our stories the proper way?
I mean, it's very important because like everybody gets us we're misunderstood. They put us in this one genre and they don't understand our struggle. They don't understand that we're forced to live in the hood. We're kind of forced to sell drugs because that's all we have to get to that next level. Like we're not born with a 650 credit score. We don't know the ins and outs of how to take a business, create a business, and put everything in a business name like they do, and just
Hmm.
or just file bankruptcy on it and start another one and keep it going. We're all we know is the fast way of getting the money. Now, I'm not saying it's the right way, but that's just the struggle, and that's what's pushed on us
Hmm.
as a culture. You know what I mean?
Hey, how y'all doing? And I am Kavanaugh, Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star, and the host of Smoke This Over, the Smokers Lounge. Hey, you looking to start your podcast career? Are you a podcaster that's looking to move to a new provider that can give you everything that you need because the other one just ain't working? I got you. Smoke This Over. Check out Spotify for podcasters. That's right, Spotify for podcasters. Spotify done got serious about their podcasting. And now here's your chance to take advantage of it. What's the benefit, you ask? Well, one, you get distributed to all the top podcast platforms. Plus, on top of that, you can upload audio or even video. And yes, Spotify has video. And you're looking for a place to make money with your content? Look no over here. Because not only do they have advertiser ads that you can make money with, ambassador ads as they call it, also you can set up your own subscription based side of your podcast or even set up a fundraiser or donations. So yeah, you can make money with your podcast. Also, check out my podcast, STO The Smokers Lounge, which I drop almost every other day, and also subscribe to the Premium Smoke Room. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy for $4.99 a month. You can't beat that with a stick. It gets more provocative, it gets more wilder, it gets more crazy. Tits might come out, dildos might come out, but you don't know unless you subscribe because what the best smoke is always premium. Smoke that over.
Yeah, because it's like to me, that's what I love about what I'm seeing with Tubi is that one Tubi has really put the black independent cinema to the forefront in a way that I haven't seen since black exploitation films. You feel what I'm saying? Because it was like I always wondered, was there a black independent segment? Because we see the white independents. We see them go to Sundance. You know, I actually had the pleasure of talking to a guy, Chris Anders, who did a movie that was on Netflix called The Old Ways. You know, I talked to him about how he got his movie out, how he got it on Netflix or what have you. And how much of a godsend is Tubi to the black independent cinema maker?
Oh, it's huge for us because not only does Tubi give us a platform to put our movies on, it's actually paying us. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
as an independent filmmaker, like one of the hardest things back in the day was actually getting your movie to a platform where people can actually watch it. You know, like all we had was
Yeah.
Amazon. Amazon was cool, but Amazon wouldn't accept everything from everybody. So now
Mm-hmm.
Tubi it gave us it gave us a voice. It's giving us an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was like when I first ran across Tubi and I just started looking, I said, well, damn, there's a lot of black movies. And I just started watching it. I fell in love with it. Your movie, Power and Money, was one of the first ones I watched.
Oh wow.
You know, period. Yeah, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, Damn, boy, it made me scared to go to Detroit. Boy, y'all thugged out up that motherfucker. I thought y'all play up that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, oh shit. But it's kind of like, but to me, I think that what makes the Detroit, the Midwest scene, movie scene so incredible. Because one, the closeness of you guys. You know, y'all attend everybody's, movie premieres. Because I never seen an independent movie premiere. Like y'all are literally selling out movie theaters with your movie premieres.
Yeah, I've been doing that for the past 7 years, 8 years, selling
I
out
mean,
1,000 plus
I
people.
got to ask this: how does it feel when you walk in there and then your movie about to be filmed, your film, your hard work, and you see that motherfucker packed to standing room only to come see your shit? Tell me how it feels, man.
Man, it feels great. Like honestly, you don't get the full impact of that until the movie goes off, and you get
Mm-hmm.
this air that hits the back of your neck. Because I always sit in the very first row because I don't want to see the movie. I want to hear the people. And
Yeah.
when it goes off and everybody stands up and cheer and give you this big old a round of applause, that's the high of the night.
Mm.
That's the high of the night. And then when you walk out, I call it the big let out, right? And when you
Mm-hmm.
walk out, everybody's walking up to you, shaking your hand, telling you how they felt about the movie. If it's good or bad, I don't care. I could take constructive criticism. It's
Mm-hmm.
just the point about that you, like you said, y'all showed up, you supported me, and it just looks so beautiful when they all walk out that theater.
Yeah, because I even saw that like Murder Pain came to the Dirty premiere. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not even in it, but he's there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, speak to the closeness of y'all community. Cause it seems like y'all very supportive of each other.
Yeah, but yeah, we are. We got to the point to where each one teach one. So it's like we all are. We're learning together, we're growing together, and we're supporting one another. And like I say, like it didn't used to be like that.
Mm,
But we realized that as a film community, as we're growing, we have to stick together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I say, it's nothing like it because I've been doing this for so long. I was doing it before it was a film community. So and just to see it grow and to be what it is today, it's a wonderful thing.
mm. So now, here's the question I want to ask: how do you decide which projects you're willing to work on versus those that you like? Nah, this ain't for me.
It's the script. I mean, it's about what the script is, and I mean, that's what it boils down to. It's the script. If I ain't feeling the script, if I can't envision what's going on, I'm gonna have to turn it down.
Mhm. So, is there a script that you turned down that you hate later on that you did?
No, no, it's not. It's not.
Mhm. Well, you said, hey, if you turned it down, was a reason.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like lately, if I have to turn down a script, it's because I don't have the time.
Hmm. That speaks
Like,
volumes right there.
mm-hmm.
That speaks volumes. So shoot. So when y'all pick like which city you're gonna film out of, is it based off of the script or is it just based off of the feeling that you feel that this city is gonna give the movie more authenticity and make the movie pop more versus me shooting it here?
It's all about location, as far as like the script inside whatever the script is, and then where you feel like you can get the best for your production value. Like you might have
Hmm.
a script that's just solely Atlanta, and it,
Hmm.
and it has that country vibe, so you got to go to Atlanta to shoot this movie, or you might have to go to Chicago to get like if you on like on whatever they're on that type of vibe. If you and they how they hoods roll, or even with Milwaukee has its own it has its own like style. You know what I mean? Like the way
Yeah.
people talk, the way they dress, everything's different.
Yeah, cause I see y'all line is say less. Down here we say no more though in Durham. y'all say say less. I like that shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that's what I like because y'all use y'all dialect, period, which also make it more, authentic or what have you. So when y'all do when y'all cast the roles, do y'all have a casting call or do y'all already know which actors y'all gonna cast for each role?
Well, me personally, I handpick all my actors, but I still do a casting call because sometimes you never know if you're gonna find that diamond in the rough.
Hmm.
Like I don't know if you're familiar with yeah, you've seen Power of Money. So the guy with the two braids, the long hair, Tristan
Yeah, he's a
Rodriguez.
beast, Joe.
I found
He's a
him in the
beast.
casting call. So that's why like with him, like he was
Mhm.
in my first movie, Wait.
Yeah,
And so by that, that's why we continue to do casting calls because you never know who you're gonna find in these casting calls.
yeah. Cause the guy with it, I can't think of his name. I had his name earlier today, but I loved him because I saw him in Three Keys, and he's very versatile. I see he can do comedy as well as gangster. Period. Speak to an actor being versatile to where they can do multiple things, because that's one of the things that I noticed with Dimitri is that he can play any role that you give him, no matter what it is.
I mean, that's because those are actors, like those are people that's taking the craft serious. Like, there's no boundaries for them. You know what I mean? So that this is what they want to do. So they're not gonna put themselves in a box and say, "Hey, I only can play gangster shit." No, they want any role that they can get to show their versatility and their range.
Hmm. Yeah, because it was like, even to the point, especially when he makes that face, because he has a face that he makes that is just like, yo, yeah, he about to fuck up some shit. I love his facial expressions, period. And then like I said, also Crystal the doll, she's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I've been, following her and everything, especially Mina. Mina look like, man, Mina been killing it, you know. And it's like how it feels to see some of these cats that you have worked with grow in the industry.
It feels good. I mean, because it's the point about that I was a part of their process.
Yeah, cause man, I've been watching your shit. I was like, bruh. And like and then what got me was you did an interview. You was talking about how the movie saved your life, period. And doing movies and all that, it showed you a different way. And a lot of times in the hood, we don't think there's a way out. Preach to my smokers that you have options, even though you don't live in the best conditions.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, that's so true. Like, you are what you make your life. Your life is what you make it. You know what I mean? So it's up to you to make. Life is just decisions. So you're gonna make a good decision or a bad decision. It's not about what's. People always look at opportunity, create opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you ain't got to be the one to wait for the opportunity. Go create one. It is. You have all this free knowledge that
Mm.
that's out here. You got YouTube, you got Google, you got all these things. So if you really want to do something, find something that you can be passionate about and create your opportunity. Don't wait for one.
Yeah, because it's the point. I ain't even gonna lie. I would love to see Hoops and more shit because I ain't even know damn, she was good.
Right.
It was very surprising, um, and everything. And now with you, what type of movie would you like to shoot that you haven't shot yet?
A period piece.
Mm,
Or something something of that line, so where they got to put on costumes like a Game of Thrones or that type of vibe, because I just want to see what it feels like to be have these actors in full character, like doing something that they know nothing about.
yeah, yeah. Because that's one thing I would love to see. 'Cause even to the point where like it's a period piece within the 1920s. Like one of my favorite movies I watched who had John Travolta in it, and it was an alternate reality where black people was in white people's position. You feel what I'm saying? And I always was like, I wonder if anyone ever did a movie where it wasn't the Italian mob, it was the black mob. You feel what I'm saying? That ran shit like that or what have you. You know, or even to the point of superhero movie. Period. What be a director? Let's say you got that script. What would be the steps that you would take to pull off a superhero movie?
Hmm. I mean, basically, my first thing is finding my lead actor. That's the
Mhm.
very first step. Like once I know the story, I see it. Now I have to find this actor that I know that can pull this character off. Like that's rule. That's first step. You got to find the lead actor.
Mm. Mm. And then, of course, you got to find the villain.
Yeah, but that all comes in after you, because the thing, my thing
Finally.
is scene presence and scene balance. So it's like your villain has to somehow, some way complement your superhero, and vice versa. They have to stand out. So it's like once you figure out who your lead is, finding your supporting will be your next step to make sure that the villain and whatever, however, like even with them being in the costume, you got to make sure they look
Mhm.
right in that costume.
Yeah. Hell yeah. So shoot. So now the other question I want to ask is now let's get to the crux of it because we all in my podcast we of course we talk to porn stars and I've been in the porn business as time for 15 years, 20 years total. And the biggest thing we always talk about distribution, how you distribute, how you put your stuff out there. So how to describe the process of once the movie is made, once it is edited, now it's time to distribute it.
Mhm.
Describe the process.
Well, the process before is like we were all dealing with distribution companies. You know what I mean? You got to find your home and the people that you want to deal with. But me personally, now I have set it up to where I have my own distribution.
Mm-hmm.
I partner with some bigger companies, and I actually can distribute your film myself. I don't have to go through a third party.
Word.
Yeah, and that's
Word.
honestly kind of big because the way I have it set up is our thing is more or less for the independent filmmaker and not just about being a distribution company, and meaning that I don't want to just distribute your film. I want to help you make money on your film. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So basically, a lot of these distribution companies, they don't help you promote. They don't help you market your film. They don't have to do none of that. So with me, not with me and my team and and my partners, our goal is to not just make the percentage of the money off of your distribution, but we're going to put back to your film. We're going to make sure that your film is distributed and also have some type of marketing behind it. Now
Mm-hmm.
I can't do the full marketing package for you because you
Mm-hmm.
still have to do some things yourself, but I'm going to help with that in that area to make sure, because you got to understand, if I'm distributing your film, it's like, okay, in order for me to make any money, you have to make money.
True. True. Yeah. The same situation with the porn. Period. Because they don't get their percentage until we make sales.
Right.
Period. So it's kind of like now I'm gonna ask you this. Because you mentioned Amazon. Is Tubi a better option than Amazon?
Right now they are, yes, because Tubi is an AVOD. Amazon, they're not AVOD, but they're subscription based and they're transactional based. So right
Mm,
now, Amazon is not letting any independent film, as I know right now, they're not letting them do subscription based content. So that
mm,
means that in order when you put your movie on Amazon, they're doing transactional. So that means that people have to buy or rent your film. Instead of
mm.
back in the day when you with Amazon, all you had to do is have a subscription, and you could just do subscription based, and they could watch your film for free because you have a subscription with Amazon. But they kind of stopped that for independent filmmakers.
Now, what other platforms is out there for independent filmmakers other than Tubi? That's
I
good.
mean, and you still got Tubi, you got Freevee, you have Peacock's is taking content, you have Apple, Apple TV,
Mm,
you have what else do we got Google Play,
mm.
you got Roku. It's so. I mean, honestly, I can't name them all. It's so many different platforms that's out
Yeah.
here that's taking our content. It's just about how. It's about what you want to do with it. But right now, Tubi is the go-to.
Now, when it comes to love making scenes, because of course it's porn. Well, I'm talking to my smokers know. We talk about porn a lot, but I like to get out my wheelhouse every now and then. So when it comes to love making scenes, how do y'all direct that? Because I had talked to a lady that we were talking about that she'd been on some movie sets where she kind of helped the actresses, go through the motions of doing a lovemaking scene, discuss boundaries, all that good stuff. How do y'all go about that? Because I know not everybody wants to go completely nude, not everybody wants to go full tilt with it. So how do y'all handle that?
I mean, first as a director, the first things first is talking to your talent, right? You want to talk to them. You want to figure out what they're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? What they willing to do, what they're not willing to do. most of the time it's going to be a closed set. And and it's all about movie magic at this point, because a lot of people I've seen on these platforms like, oh, they really be having sex in those films in Detroit. No, we don't really have sex. We just found a way to put the camera, make the angle, and some of the guys they're not scared to put a sock on, whatever, you know what I mean, just to make it look realistic.
Yeah. No, I ain't even gonna front. Y'all shit be looking very realistic. This coming from a porn dude. I had this conversation with T Million, because to me it makes the movie more. Because it kind of, the more realistic the sex scene, the more intense it makes the movie. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of plays into the movie itself. You know what I'm saying? Period. Because a lot of times you see the girl still have on the bra and the panties. And I'll be like, that's not realistic. With y'all make it a point to make the love making very realistic as possible.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it all boils down to these actors, man. Like, you got some girls that's willing to go full commando, you know what I mean? But you got some to say, okay, well, I'm not taking this off, I'm doing this. I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's all about camera angles. It's crazy how you do it.
Yeah, cause I watch the T Million shit. That camera he did in Swap Out, I was like, God damn, bro, that shit look real.
Yeah,
look real. And then I saw the scene with Dimitri and Mina Monroe in the Dirty Deed. That shit look realistic as fuck, And to me, it's that what I like about y'all films is that everything about it look realistic. It don't look fake. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, this could really be happening in the real world type situation. Period. How much do y'all make it? How much do y'all make it a point when you're editing to be like, all right, I want to make this look as legit as real as possible, that people can really believe that this is actually happening?
I mean, it all starts with the editor only can do so much, so it's all about what you're doing, how you're approaching it with the camera angles, and then when you get on the edits, you just make it jump around. You know what I'm saying? You're so in tune to what's going on, and the camera starts jumping angles. You don't even think about the camera jumping angles. You just know that they're having sex.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's the way to trick the mind.
Yeah, y'all, I ain't gonna front. Y'all do some good camera work, bro. Speaking from a dude that had to be behind the camera, because I always said this. One of my dreams was when I was active was that I wanted to do a porn that if I edit it right, it could be an actual factual movie, and that's something me and T Million talked about. Have anyone ever thought about dibbling, dabbling, grabbing porn? People, and then kind of doing something similar to that?
Yeah, my buddy out in L.A. He still, I think he still does porn to this day. He was the one that was behind Pinky at one point, and he wanted to do a film to where it intertwines with the porn world. So I don't know if he's still thinking about doing it or not, but that was something that me and him was in discussion about for a minute.
So shoot, now I gotta ask this: how do y'all get the movie theaters to play y'all stuff? Because
we built a relationship with them. I mean, we just go up there like me. I did a lot of mine at the AMC Star theaters. So basically, you just got to deal with corporate, and then once you start dealing with them, and then you create a report, and you start getting or building that relationship. It's not hard because they know we do good business.
Yeah, because I remember watching. Well, I'm pretty sure you done seen it. The Dolomite movie with Eddie Murphy, and it kind of gave you an inside look at what he had to do to get his movie in the movie theaters. Period. Which was funny because he went to Detroit. He went to Detroit to get his movie on, which was funny. Which is irony that I'm talking to a guy from Detroit. And in the movie theater in Detroit, they're a little bit more friendly. Have you the other cities? Have y'all tried like in Milwaukee or Chicago? Hello? Hello?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. No, I said everything that they do, Milwaukee, they definitely do premieres and things like that.
See, I ain't gonna front. Detroit make me jealous because I wish Durham had that. Because we don't have an independent film. The closest thing we had, I think Fayetteville had one called The Ville, which they used to do on YouTube. You know, which was funny because I was like, but I guess at the time you can only do YouTube because there really was no place to distribute your stuff like that.
Right.
Period. Because I come from a day where it was North American videos and all that, so it came a long ways for Black cinema to be seen. Period. So now, what projects that you got coming up that people need to look out for?
Like I said, I'm dropping a new project in June called Her Husband's Enemy.
Ooh.
That's starring Tori Monet, Lee Masters, Tristan Vazquez, and then a girl. I don't know if you've seen her name is Kizra Dion. She has a series out called The Transporter.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I watched that series.
I got her in there.
That series drove me crazy. I was like, the ending pissed me the fuck off. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm like, this lady been trying to kill your ass. You got her dead to rights. Now you want to forgive her. Y'all be buddy buddy.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Then the crazy dude that she hired to kill the girl ends up kidnapping the goddamn. Well, I said, man, what the fuck? I hate when the ending kills the whole fucking movie. People don't realize the ending can kill the fucking movie, yo. Straight up.
Like, I don't like those movies to where you confused at the end or it's left open. Even though you're trying to do a part two, like, man, end it.
Yeah. And that's one thing I can say about Circumstances. You gave us a cliffhanger, but it could be an ending if you decided not to do anymore. You get what I'm coming from? Because even with at the end of 3, when the assassin had what's his name, TK, was it TA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he had TA dead to right, he told him about the list and this, that, and third. You could have ended it right there. Period. So to me, it's kind of like, do y'all make it a point to make movie series? Because it seems like y'all are working on making universes almost. You feel what I'm coming from?
It's the fans, man. The fans be wanting it. We just give it a try. It's like, you throw it against the wall, see if it's sticking. It seems like everything we throw against the wall is sticking. So it's like we got to keep coming back with a series part of it.
Now I got to ask this: are we going to see a sequel to Power and Money, bro? Because I want to see what happened to your character.
We've been talking about it.
I'm sorry, I want to see him as the boss. Okay, I'm sorry because I just love his gangster.
Mm-hmm.
I just love his gangster. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of would like to see what will happen with him. Have you been getting a lot of praise for your role?
Yeah, I have, because a lot of people were very surprised that I was able to pull off what I did.
Yeah, bro. Because it was like when I saw that you were the director, I said, "Damn, this motherfucker is the actor and the damn director." Shit. That's why I said. Say what?
That was one of the hardest things that I've done.
Well, you pulled it off masterfully, my brother. Masterfully. So shoot. So I know I done held you up. We almost had an hour out this piece. And people, you know what I'm about to ask them, because Mr. Cornette, I would love to have you back on the show. You know what I'm saying? To discuss certain things and everything. So with that being said, can I call you a smoke buddy?
Oh, you definitely can do that.
No doubt. Y'all heard it first. He will be back here on the Smokers Lounge. And I might even get him to come on the Premium Smoker Room to appear on one of our 5 lovely premium podcasts for $4.99 a month. The best smokers always premium. I think that Princess Havoc would love to have a conversation with you on her podcast. Period. So we're gonna try to work that out one day. All right, big man. So with that being said, tell everybody where they can find your movies and where they can follow you and find you.
Just follow me on all social media at DIRX Beasy Jones. And all the movies are streaming on all platforms: Tubi, Amazon, Roku, you name it. They're on there.
No doubt. So y'all go check out his movies on Tubi, bro. And I will be reviewing some of them. You feel what I'm saying? Because you already heard me review them, and I'm here to tell you they get the Smokers Lounge stamp of approval. Because this man is bad at what the fuck he do, people. And I'm not just saying it because he's on here. Nah, it's the truth. So with that being said, you know how we end these shows every day, all day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to the people, my brother.
All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me, and thank you so much.